Hey friends, this is not a snow day. Day 26 of quarantine. I believe this is episode 17. It is certainly not a snow day here in Michigan. It's almost 68 degrees out. I'm wearing shorts, little bare knee for your feed. Woo, racy. It's Wednesday here. Whenever you watch this, it's the right day. Bonus points if you can figure out what day it is. That's one of our challenges right now. So I thought that today's episode would focus on giving you some activities. Some of my comments, including one from my nephew Liam in Central Ohio, he said, Kevin, give me some activities, some things to do. So I'm going to give you some things to do, some activities. I am not going to become a DIY shop where I'm going to show you how to make things. All of this is available on the amazing internet. But these are some ideas that can hopefully jumpstart some creativity in your house. I appreciate all the input you're giving me to keep my creativity going. So as always, I'd love it if you subscribed and comment below the things you'd like to see. I'm mapping out the rest of the episodes for the next couple of days, and really they are shaped by the comments that I'm getting from all of you out there. So thank you so much for your input and for helping me with my project. Now, before I get into any of these activities or things you could do, I want to again remind you of the power of ownership and collaboration and having driving questions in projects. These are not things that you should feel pressure to make. If I'm a good parent, if I'm a good teacher, if I'm a good caretaker, then I have to make this for the people in my house. No, these are great ideas for you to partner with them and say, all right, here's our question. How could we, and then really turn that over to the learners and be learners together and come up with some of these solutions, some of these projects, and really share that ownership, because that'll be much richer and also involve learning. Learning is not just worksheets, which we are really underscoring right now with this current reality. So the first thing I saw was someone was making a keepsake of their quarantine time. And that is a really interesting shift, because most people are like, I can't wait till this is over. Well, that's the mindset of suffering. To say, oh my gosh, look at this time we have together. Let's make sure that we honor this, that we talk about what it was. So I'm noticing people posting a lot of their stuff in their news feeds that will trigger and send you your memories, just so I don't forget what this was like. So one of the ones I saw was really cute, kind of a riff on the Turkey Project. And that is the handprint. And it's one person in the house's handprint cut out on one piece of paper, and then another handprint, and then somebody else, however many humans or even animals, if you can get them to sit still, you have on different colors, and they had their name on it, and it said kind of quarantine spring 2020, and they had framed it. And it was just a reminder of, some of those hands and paws were small, and just a reminder of this time. We take pictures on our vacations, right? We commemorate, we take, oh my God, remember when this happened? This is happening, and this is real, and this is part of our lives. It's going to shape all of our experiences. It is not to endure, it is to be present in. And so sometimes a craft that marks it and honors it helps us mark and honor that this is an unusual thing and we are enduring. We can also live a life in this. Similar to this is the idea of a time capsule. My good friend Krista Gipton posted one of these online. I know you can find them pretty easily, and just set up a time capsule of this historic time. What is happening right now is really, really kind of powerful. So that's one kind of thing that you can do to commemorate it. Here's some other ideas. I'm loving the Getty Museum. You can check out the Getty Museum online. And the Getty Museum has a challenge. They've put all of their artwork online for free, and they're challenging people to recreate their favorite works of art. So you can see these famous paintings, and some are ones that maybe you're not super familiar with, ones that aren't always in our textbooks, and you could dress up with whatever you've got and see if you could dress up using pots, pans, and the curtains to be a French prince in the 1600s. So the Getty Museum Challenge is a really fun one. That might be really highbrow, or maybe that's not something you have the ability to do. So what about challenging your young learners to recreate some famous pictures in their picture books? I saw a bit on my newsfeed of a buddy of mine from high school and his wife, also a friend, and they had recreated scenes from Star Wars using just costumes and things that they found in their house. And until you see a kid cleaning what looks like a pool noodle, and then it springs open Princess Leia's message, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." And there's my buddy in a onesie with, it looks like headphones on. Like, that's pretty hilarious. And what a great project, and what a great memory that would be. So this is to kind of create. I'm seeing a lot of people branching out on TikTok and learning some TikTok dances quite hysterically with one generation or another, or both generations at the same time. So that's kind of a cool thing you can do. I have seen some really neat create your own putt-putt golf course. Indoor? Sure. Outdoor? Yes. Both a hybrid. You don't have golf clubs, you're using wiffle ball bats. You don't have wiffle ball bats, you're using spatulas. You don't have golf balls, so now you're using marbles. Like, what a really cool way that you could challenge your learners. Say, like, hey, we're going to make a course, we're going to play it. We're going to chart how we do, and we're going to play this course a couple times and see if you can get the high score and see if our score goes up or down, and really, really play with that. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot of, and I just got back from a beautiful walk in my neighborhood where I was longingly taking pictures of basketball hoops. I know some people take pictures of flowers or gardens. I was taking pictures of basketball hoops. Is the idea that you can do a lot with sidewalk chalk, with painting windows from the inside, from the outside, just kind of festooning your house because people are out and doing things. Some neighborhoods have themed scavenger hunts. So right now we're in bunnies. Last week was flowers. Before that was hearts. So that's a cool thing that you could do, because that also is creation for others. So create some things that might help others. The last one is something that I have to give credit where credit is due. This one is my dad, who, times are changing. When my dad posts a Facebook comment, wild times we're living in. So he has sent out a riddle challenge. He sent out the first riddle challenge to all his grandkids. And then the second one he sent out, it has to be a collaboration. So he's challenging these 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds to collaborate together and submit their answers at a certain time. And he is going to send a pizza to the house of the winner. It doesn't have to be exactly that. But wouldn't it be interesting to have your kids create a challenge? Maybe it's creating a tableau and then say, all right, recreate this picture and send it to their cousins, or send it to their classmates, or challenge all the kids in their homeroom. Create some connection around a challenge. This isn't just passing the time. If you look at it as passing the time, it's about filling the time. It's not about being present. It's not about this moment and any learning. If you look at it as a challenge, if you look at it as a partnership, if you look at it as a way to connect and reach out, then it's exactly what life is, which is learning from our experiences, connecting, and hopefully helping other people when they're in a tough time. So there is a list of activities that you can do. If any of these sound great, please let me know in the comments. If you do any of these, I'd love to see them in the comments. If you've got great ideas that you want other people to know, you should put those in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys are up to and what you do with this. So thanks so much for all of you who are sharing, who are absolutely just doing your best. And if there needs to be a day where you don't do any challenges and you don't do any activities, and you just kind of exist and take 3 naps, and the only comparison you do is between this pair of pants with elastic and another pair of pants, also with elastic, then that's okay. Be comfortable with the slowness if you need it. Here's some activities if you need a little bit more activity. And as always, wash your hands, take care of yourselves, take care of others. This is not a snow day. Tomorrow won't be either, but we will find ways to grow throughout no matter what. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you spending your time. Take care. Be well.